rain for KOCT. This year marked Eastside Oceanside's 16th annual Fall Fair. We're here to cruise through Joe Balderrama Park to see the car show, the food, and all the fun.
Each year, the fair takes place at Joe Balderrama Park in Eastside. We got in touch with the event coordinator, Concha Green, to find out more.
What's the history of this fair? How did it actually come about?
Well, we run an after-school program for our children in the community, and we needed money. And our organization, the Eastside United Community, is a nonprofit. So what we did, we started having the fair, selling food and whatever we could do to make money, which we know stays in our community for our children, for books, pencils, binders, whatever they need for school, we have it here in the resource center for them. We've been collaborating with Duke's Car Show for about 5-6 years now. And this is really important because it brings the community back into the park, and they could look at the cars, and which are really nice. And Marisa Rosales, the one that's in charge of that, she will bring the cars in and they will award trophies. They make money also for their car show, but she also gives a portion to the Eastside community.
I'm the one that got together with Concha Green's organization, and asked her if our car club could be part of our event.
And tell us a little bit about Duke's Car Club, and that's the club that you work for.
Yes, Duke's is primarily a lowrider car club. It started in Los Angeles. The San Diego chapter is a young chapter. We're only probably like 13 years. And the original chapter in Los Angeles is actually considered one of the oldest lowrider car clubs. It was started in 1962. So they're closing in on their 50th anniversary.
Having had the car show as the main attraction at the fair for 5 years, we figured we might as well check out some of the individuals and car clubs that entered the competition.
This is a 1966 Chevy Impala Super Sport. It's got a 327 engine into it. It's all high performance, and bodywork was done up in Riverside, California. It's all custom, and it takes a lot of money, a lot of time, and a lot of patience, of course.
How long have you had it?
I've had this car for a little over 18 months, and I think I've thrown a little over $45,000 into it. So it does take a little bit of time to get it all ready for car shows like this.
My car is a 1993 Cadillac Fleetwood. I've had it for about 3 years. Put a little bit of money into it. We did most of the work ourselves, so just a little hobby we do, so something to cruise around in, have fun.
How long has Members Only Car Club existed?
It started back in the 80s, and then it kind of fell apart. Then it got restarted about 5 years ago. So ever since, we got about 10 cars now. So just something to do, have some fun.
We live here in the neighborhood, and we've always had help when we had programs where they paint over the graffiti or pick up trash or go paint people's houses. We helped them. But Connie and Concha, they started this program a long time ago, and she was our neighbor, so we started working with the community since then. We had a love for cars since 1980. I still have my first car since 1980, and my wife and I love old cars. And fortunately, we were able to pass it on to our son. So now I got my wife and my son that we drove 3 cars here today, and the rest of our members as well today.
The club, I understand that you guys own, has a lot of awards. Can you tell me about some of your awards?
Well, we've won numerous awards throughout the years. We've had like Best of Show, Best Paint, I think Best Original Cars, because we like to keep them stock. Just little things here and there, participation, and just mostly Best of Show.
Sedma, this is your pink one back here, right? This is yours? Tell us a little bit about that car.
Well, it's a 1957 Lincoln Premier. I've only had it for a short time, about a little over a year. That's about it. It's a really smooth drive.
Everybody mistakes it for a Cadillac, but it's actually a 57 Lincoln because it looks a lot like a Cadillac.